That's right, Minecraft Java Edition players that play Minecraft Java Edition with Zeolith Launcher. Today we're going to basically check out to see if sodium is actually better than not using sodium. So how we're going to do this? Well, first we're going to install a version. We're going to install 1.16.5 and we're going to use Fabric. We're going to use the Fabric API and we're going to give this a name of sodium test, and then you're going to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Sodium test, and we're gonna name this sodium test version 1, and that's because I might do this again and test out different devices, different versions of sodium, and check out what sodium actually does for performance. Now, some people say that the performance has doubled their actual FPS. We're going to determine that right now. Now, I'm also going to be using the Krypton wrapper. So what that is basically the renderer that is allowing us to use sodium on any versions below 117. So make sure you select that. I did a video about this recently, so make sure you select that and jump into the game. There's no sodium, nothing like that right now, and we're going to try to launch this again. I know this error pops up a lot. I don't know why. There we go, logging complete. Now, again, this test is going to be very, very raw. We're going to test a specific seed that I've copied, not for any reason, just because the seed that I copied is from my other video. We're also going to just set fancy graphics. We're going to make sure that we check the biome blend and everything like that as well. We're going to go to options, video settings, go to fancy. Now this one says it's set to 5x5, which is, biome blend 2. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is not touch anything else. Okay. Nothing else, no smooth lighting, full screen or anything like that. You can see everything here, and we're going to just go to single player. We're going to go to difficulty hard, more world options, and I'm going to paste that seed that I copied from my last video and click on create new. Now you're going to keep an eye on the FPS counter on the bottom left hand side. I'm also using 100% resolution scale, which is very important, and I don't have anything else opened in the background of my device. As you can see here, nothing else is open. Now let's wait and see what kind of performances we get without sodium. Okay, without sodium right now, we are getting a decent amount of performance. I'm going to jump up here, up to this hill, and we're going to look over here. We're going to wait for it to level out, and we're going to look at how much FPS we're getting. So we're going to do an averages. Okay, so averages of 500 FPS. So between 500 and 600, looking that way. Looking at this mountain over here, 600 FPS. That's interesting. 600 FPS. Okay, we'll do an average of that. I'm also going to do post edits so you can actually see side by sides, but that's just besides the point. So right now we're just looking at this way, and we're standing on right here. And let's look up at this tree. Looking at the tree, we're going to get a lot more FPS no matter what, because we're looking at the sky and there's not a lot of graphics up there. So we're about 700 FPS, 600 FPS, 600 FPS. And this is without sodium or tinkering with any other settings at 100% resolution scale using the Krypton wrapper. Okay, very, very important. Now, we're not going to use the same world. We're going to use the same seed, but we're not using the same world. Let's go back into Zeolith Launcher. Go download sodium now, okay? Now, again, if you don't know how to download sodium for 1.16.5 and set it up properly, check out my video in the playlist in the description of the video. Now, this is the version that I confirmed that worked. We're not downloading any other mods, just sodium. And so you can tell that I'm not being a liar. There it is right there. There's sodium. Some people like to say, oh, this guy's not doing proper tests or he's a liar. Whatever. You know, I'm not doing this for my sake. I'm doing this for your sake, just to prove a point. Because some people, again, they say sodium does add double the FPS in some cases. Sometimes they say it adds 200% plus FPS. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back into the options menu, go to video settings. There's sodium. Didn't touch anything. Quality is still set to fast, 2 blocks, which is 5x5. Advanced settings, didn't touch nothing. Okay. And now we're going to go to single player. We're going to create a new world again. We're going to use the same world, same difficulty level, and same seed. Now we're going to go create new world, and we're going to check to see what kind of FPS we're going to get. And also stability is a big thing. Okay. Stability is a huge thing when it comes to playing Java Minecraft, because sure, maybe we get 1 million FPS with sodium, but how stable is it? That's the other thing. Like, is it going to be more stable than playing with, oh, there's the mountain all the way down there, playing without, sodium or anything like that? Let's go all the way over here. Let's go, and you'll see the post edit on screen as well, showing what we were getting when we were up here, and we're about right here. And let's look over here, and Okay, so I saw a spike, but that was probably because I was just looking at the ground. I never did look at the ground the last time, which maybe I should have. But anyways, let's look over here. That's where we looked the last time. And what were we getting? We're getting about 500 FPS. We're still getting 500 FPS. Are we getting anything more? Not really. We were getting about 600 over here, I remember. So let's see what we get. 600, not double FPS whatsoever. And I'm using the high performance mode on a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 AYN Odin 2, by the way. So 50 FPS maybe difference. You'll be one to see this in post edit. Let's go over here and look. About the same, I'm pretty positive that was around the same averages, maybe like 50 FPS more. Now let's look at this tree. 800 FPS. I'm pretty positive that's what we were getting without sodium. Again, sodium, I'm going to say this right now, doesn't apparently seem to change performances on Android, at least, but this is only one device. If you want me to do more, comment in the comment section. If you want me to test out like maybe a lower end device, I have an Equinox processor tablet I can check this out on. I have also other MediaTek devices like a D900. I have a whole bunch of devices I could test this on just to confirm whether or not sodium is more performant or not over using just vanilla Minecraft without sodium mods. People say otherwise. Some people say, oh, I think I got over doubled my FPS. And I'm like, I don't think so. But anyways, I even test this on PCs and I don't really think sodium does that much more for performance unless you start actually tinkering with the settings that are inside of here. Also, there's other mods that help with rendering chunks and stuff like that too, alongside sodium. So like sodium is like the back end because some of these other mods require sodium again, and it's like, well, this isn't really doing anything by itself. And that's what we're trying to debunk, whether or not sodium does anything by itself. Have a nice day, enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe for more of this kind of content, and I also plan on doing more gameplays very soon because it's winter and I like to play Minecraft a lot more in the winter time than I do in the summer.